Hello, everybody, and welcome to our IWC Radio Hell in a Cell prediction show. Joining me this evening, Chucks and Will. Beans is currently on assignment. He's taking care of Jack right now, his son. And I'm Smoot. How you guys doing? What is up?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. That was an energetic open.
Well, thank you.
You sound lively today.
I'm really not.
Oh.
Thank you. Here, let me share my computer sound so you can hear things, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, been mediocre lately, so.
I know what it is. I know why you're upbeat.
Why?
You're excited for Hell in a Cell.
Oh, it's that time of year again. What we've all been waiting for.
That time of year where Raw and SmackDown go head to head for brand supremacy.
No. That's in November. No.
Oh, this is the one with the big red box. Gotcha. Okay.
That's the one.
Yes,
Gotcha.
that's the one.
Box
The
like
one's
structure.
usually in October.
Box like
Right.
structure.
Yeah, it's weird that they're
Box
having
like
this.
structure.
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
It's a box like structure.
Oh, box-like structure. You're right. You're right. Silly me. I forgot all about that. I can't believe.
You need to read your WWE terminology book.
Yeah, apparently. I just. Son of a gun. I can't believe I forgot about the box-like structure gaff from WrestleMania already. Because, who would say such a thing? Michael Cole, that's who. They fired Samoa Joe, who was
And
standing,
then rehired him.
and then rehired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's wearing a rain poncho. And then, oh, come back to NXT. You'll be fine. Unreal. Yeah, not much happening. That I can think of this week. I think there was a few big stories, but right out of the gate, I just because you guys haven't seen it, AEW was kind of a miss this week. They had like the MMA fight, which okay, sure. That was
Yeah,
the thing that happened.
I was gonna say I watched that last night, but I didn't even get through SmackDown. I fell asleep halfway through SmackDown.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing. I just wanted to say that AEW, I cannot wait for them to go back to weekly live shows because last night it was just not one of their better
Was
shows.
that not live last night? No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't live. It was taped because you could the crowd audio was way louder than the announcers. Crazy how they haven't had the mixing correct on that yet. But it didn't click. It did not click with me, and it just felt like there was just a bunch of thrown together matches, and there was zero build. It's just things like that. And funny,
Like an episode of Raw.
yeah, and funny that you mentioned SmackDown because one of the main stories this past week on SmackDown was that they took one of the Hell in a Cell matches off of the pay-per-view and put it on SmackDown instead because Game 7, I believe in the NBA Finals game of some sort was happening, or hockey, one of the two. That was also happening.
Was that the reason? I didn't quite understand why they did it. I assumed there'd be something like
some sort of sports, yeah.
Okay.
So
They should have put it on tonight, so Ray could have had his title match on 6/19.
oh yeah. There you
I
go.
didn't really get because they made a big deal of because obviously he had this thing with Dominic, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's
Happy
the whole
Juneteenth,
reason
by
why.
the way.
I don't even know
Oh,
what
that's
that
today.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that trending earlier. I don't know what that is. What is it?
It's our new federal holiday. It was when like slaves got freed, I believe, and Texas was like
Well, kinda.
yeah.
So
But Texas didn't acknowledge it or something like that.
basically, the South was still hanging on to being the South until they
Yeah.
were forced not to be the South.
Right.
So Juneteenth is when the owners finally admitted, okay, you're actually free now.
Yeah.
They had, obviously the war had been won or whatever. Was it years before, months before?
It was like 2 years after they passed it.
2
yeah.
years, right? It's like disturbingly long time that they just, well, no one's making us let you go yet, so we'll just pretend everything's normal, and Juneteenth is when they finally, all right, game's over.
Yeah. And Texas was like apparently trying to keep him around even longer or something like that, from what I heard.
Yeah.
I honestly should probably brush up on it, but yeah, it.
Well, this is one thing I've learned about Juneteenth is everyone should. Like the number of people, even like Redditors who are, you know, they're as left as you can get and like super progressive and all over this stuff. They're like, I only heard about it last year.
Yeah.
no one ever talks about it, and I'm in Texas.
Jesus.
It's one of those things that everyone just. Yeah, it's not been talked about at all.
Yeah, I could definitely tell you it was not talked about in schools, because that would have been, that's something you would retain.
Yeah, it seems like a fairly big deal, but now it's an actual national holiday. Not only is it being acknowledged, it's like as big now as Christmas and President's Day and Labor Day and all the others.
I've never heard of it until like last week.
Exactly.
Because I saw just after, what's his name, Boris Johnson made the big announcement that we weren't free, even though I think I am. Hashtag Freedom Day was trending, and then
I was thinking, is it like still the EU? We still got a problem with the EU? It's freedom from lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah, apparently Freedom Day is the thing now. But then apparently the hashtag Freedom Day was absolutely nothing to do with that. It's something to do with this Juneteenth thing.
He's co-opting Juneteenth.
So everyone was using the wrong hashtag, which I'm sure really annoyed Twitter. But I didn't know anything about that. But apparently we're not free now until the end of July. So
because he said that we're not.
Yeah, although I'm pretty sure I went out today. And yesterday. Yeah, so it would have been the day, wouldn't it? Monday. Come on, that would have been hashtag Freedom Day.
That was supposed to be Freedom Day, and then he decided that it wouldn't be. So now it's not, and now he's complaining that we're not.
I don't really like to agree with Piers Morgan because he's a bit of a twat, but
he's quite often right about stuff.
Well, yeah,
it's one of those really annoying things. Like, I know I'm not supposed to like you, and you do have one of those faces.
Because he basically said, well, you know, we're not in the position we were 3 months ago. We can go out and do things. Okay, there's certain things you can't do still, but we're nowhere near as worse off as we were 3 months ago. So can we not just hang on a bit longer till everything's okay again? And I don't really see the problem with doing that if it means that, you know, if they are saying this will be it, you know, the 29th of July, that will be literally the cut-off point. There'll be no more after that.
But how do they know?
But then again, they did say this last time, so no one really believes them. But
I think I would agree if there was some kind of guarantee. If they say 1 more month and then somehow we know that that's it, then of course we can hang on. It's not that bad. Pubs are open again. Like, we can do pretty much everything that we were doing anyway. There's very, very few things that you can't do. So fine, let's just carry on. But there's going to be what is it now? Delta variant, so an Epsilon variant, or there's going to be something else.
Yeah, but I mean, it's early signs from what I've seen today that the numbers are slowing down again. I mean,
I keep hearing it's like very slightly going up again.
They're still, they're still high compared to what they were,
but still low compared to what they were before that.
This time last year, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it shows you that the vaccines are definitely working. So I don't know. It's one of them. I think the government, especially our government, I don't know about yours, Smooth, but they can be criticised for a lot of stuff. But then sometimes people just jump on it because it's the cool thing to do. I totally agree.
No one's ever happy with anything. Like, you open up fully and people will complain about that. You lock down fully and people will complain about that.
Well, exactly.
And any kind of middle ground is going to piss people off too. But I think that at some point there's going to have to be an understanding that like we're living with this now. It's not ever going to go away completely. So the hard truth is like, yeah, some people will die of it the same way that some people die of the flu.
Yeah.
Especially the elderly and the vulnerable. And we have to stop kind of freaking out about it and just kind of, well, this is a thing. It's a seasonal thing.
I think I saw day before yesterday, maybe, I'm not sure. One of the newspapers here saying they obviously release stats for like causes of death for other things, and COVID was the 24th cause of death last month in the UK.
Wow.
There's like all kinds of other things, like, cancer, people getting run over, and all kinds of things that obviously aren't great, but they happen.
The numbers are super low now, and even then, the numbers they're measuring are deaths of any cause, right? Any reason within 28 days of a positive test. So even some of those probably aren't it.
Well, that's it, yeah. Because I mean, that was the big thing, because you could take a test and test negative. Hang on, wait a minute.
Test positive, and then 3 weeks later get hit by a car.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're definitely, even if you look at you guys over there, from America. I mean, from what I've seen, is it New York's just opened up completely?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think we're definitely. I mean, I know no one really wants to say it officially, but I think we're definitely on the way out of it.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, as you say, variants pending. But even if there is another, they're talking about this Delta variant, and even if there is another one, I still think you're still going to get covered by the vaccines. And they've always said as well, because now they've got the base of the vaccine that they know how to make it. They can change it quite easily. So
that's the way they do the flu. They have for years and years, and there's like little tweaks to it every.
That's it, yeah. So even if there is another variant, that the vaccines you've got now don't work on,
you can do a little upgrade.
Probably won't be long until we have another one. Vaccine, like.
Yeah, and then another variant, and then another vaccine. But that's it. That's
how you say. I think now we've hit the stage of it where you just got to live with it and move on.
Yeah. Which does unfortunately mean that like some people will die of it.
Well, yeah, like you say, people die every day of other stuff.
All sorts of things, and that's why I've just been wondering that the whole time. If we reacted to this like if we reacted to other things like we react to this, like keeping track of the numbers and trying to remove any risk of certain things, like if we reacted to road safety the same way, we have to stop driving. For 3 months, we have to stop driving to prevent road deaths. Like, how long would it be before we go? Come on now.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll accept a few.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the stuff about the economy as well. Like some people haven't worked for nearly 2 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, people obviously will be doing other things as well, but people actually haven't. I mean, myself, I haven't been to my office for over a year.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
It is a bit.
It.
But apparently they're talking now is they might make it a legal right to people to work from home if they want.
Can we get that over here, please? God damn.
You guys can't even get like days off and stuff.
I know.
Don't you get like, if you're lucky, you get 2 weeks of holiday a year or something?
Something like that.
No sick pay.
But you don't get paid while you're on holiday, do you? You just like get the time off.
No.
I mean, there's personal time.
Well, I think it depends who you work for.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of variables, things like that. Yeah.
I mean, you guys get screwed in some circumstances.
Get screwed in so many ways.
Yeah. No, we absolutely do. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I know around here, like restaurants and whatnot are struggling to hire people because like the pay is low and they just.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just the pandemic and things like that. People aren't willing to, risk their health for not a lot of.
What's it like? I was gonna say, what's it like with you? Are people going out again, or are they still a bit cautious?
Well, I've been mostly indoors, but from the times that I've had to make essential trips to the grocery stores and things like that, people have been wearing masks, and people have not been wearing masks ever since the start of this whole pandemic began. So, I absolutely don't know anything about the vaccine status around here. I know, unfortunately, I'm still unvaccinated, but again, I don't go anywhere. I literally stay here, and I'm just like on Twitch for most of my time. So, but however, this whole Delta variant thing has made me like, I really should probably get this, So,
So,
but go ahead.
what do you do? I mean, I know we're going way off here, but what what's involved for you to get the vaccine? Do you have to wait till you're cold, or?
Yeah, I think you just schedule an appointment to a place that's giving them out and things like that.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, the grocery store has a pharmacy in it, and I think they are willing to accept an appointment. So maybe I'll stop by there and set something up. But
Good, up until today, I think.
Yeah.
They were doing it in like age ranges here, so you had to be a certain age. Up until today, they just opened it up to anyone over 18.
Oh, nice.
So there was funny enough at your football team stadium, the Hammer Neggers.
It's true. They did like a pop-up vaccination.
Yeah,
center.
they had like a massive mass vaccination centre, and there was queues outside, thousands waiting to get in, just to get the vaccine. So yeah, I don't think there was some people who were a bit saying people were going to be cautious, weren't they, about going back out again, but I don't think people are here. I think everyone should go out again. Not really bothered about
People have been a lot less cautious than I was expecting. I thought there would be people that would not accept that it's okay anymore and just not doing it. But not so much. It's actually been a lot more normal for a lot longer than I thought I ever expected.
And the mask thing, they made them mandatory, didn't they? Was it around before Christmas, was it, or a bit earlier than that? You had to wear them if you were in. Mainly if you were inside like shops and stuff, but.
Yeah, they've been mandatory forever, haven't they? Since like this, whenever.
It was quite early on, actually. Yeah, now I think about it.
Indoors, yeah.
But that's like the next step, isn't it? That's what they're saying. Like,
I think that's like the last one, yeah.
And there's always some doom monger in one of the newspapers who come out and say, "Oh, we'll be wearing masks forever. We'll be wearing masks for that's it now. Everyone will." No, we won't. If you want to, go for it, but we won't.
But yeah, I think maybe that's the last two things we just mentioned. That the people being cautious and the masks forever. Those are the people.
Yeah.
There will be people who want to wear masks forever, but that's fine. If you want to wear a mask on a bus so you don't get a cold or whatever, that actually makes sense. You probably should do that. If you want to
they do that a lot in Asian countries, don't they? Like Japan and China. They do it anyway.
It makes sense. And they do it when they have a cold. It's not so much to protect themselves from you. It's so they don't spread. That's nice. Yeah, let's just do that. Like that's a thing that we can do now. Everyone's got like a stockpile of 60 masks or whatever. Let's do that. It totally makes sense.
Yeah. How did we get into that? I came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah. That was a wild tangent.
Yeah, no talking about the virus.
Yeah.
How we got to that?
I don't know. Did you watch Raw?
Are we still on the air? Have we been kicked off?
No, we're still here. We're still here.
No, okay, good.
We need to double
Oh,
check
why?
and make
Because
sure.
you mentioned COVID.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
certain things about it you're not allowed to say. Yeah, I don't think we've been critical of anyone, so I think we're all right.
I think we might have like a little strip at the bottom of the video about COVID-19 regulations. And
Yes,
stuff like
that's true. You do get that.
Which is fine. I don't mind that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
anybody watch
didn't see
Raw?
Raw. I recorded it, and then there's been too much football on here lately, so
No, I don't blame you.
everything football gets in the way. Especially when it's on 3 times a day.
It's soon going to go into that stage where there's 2 games on at the same time, so you need to get a second team out.
Yeah. This is Tuesday. England and Scotland play at the same time.
Yeah, that must be. We've got
That's going to be interesting.
Czech Republic, Czechia.
Yeah, so wrestling's taking a back step this week, really. And I did watch I watched an hour of SmackDown last night.
Yeah. The major thing on Raw was Eva Marie's debut and Piper Niven.
I did see that, actually,
Yeah.
I've seen a video of it. I didn't see it live. But yeah, Piper Niven
is the latest call-up and the strong arm to Eva Marie, I guess, so to speak.
Is that what they're calling her? I was wondering about that because I saw someone on the Observer board. Someone referred to her as Eva Marie's muscle, and someone else referred to her as Eva Marie's heavy. And I thought, don't use that one.
Oh,
Jesus!
That's a Dave Meltzer line.
Say bodyguard, yeah, right.
Sounds like something JR would say.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, guys, but she is a heavy gal. He would say something like that.
He would, but he's justifying that. I'm just being honest here. Like,
yeah. Fuck.
That's true.
I did see a report. Apparently, she has got a name. They've not used it yet. But apparently, she's going to be known as. Wait for it. Dewdrop.
Yeah, they've trademarked it, so get ready for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. What's wrong with Piper?
Roddy Piper.
Well,
I don't want to confuse the audience. I
there
guarantee
are more than one Scottish person. I mean, he wasn't even Scottish.
He wasn't even
I mean, all respect to the guy, but he wasn't Scottish.
No one's ever from where they say they are. They're always Canadian.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, wasn't she known as Viper on the Indies? Like, just call her Viper.
But I don't know.
Just instead of Piper.
If she was called that on the Indies, then she could use it when she gets fired. So they don't want to do that.
That's true. Yeah.
And you can't have a Viper with Orton around.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's already the Viper.
Just two people with the same confuse people.
Dewdrop though, like come on.
Dude, what's wrong with Niven? If you want to really short it,
Neville.
The one with the gravity remembered. No. That's
Chucks.
Sorry. JR. Just in my mind. Do you know what her real name is? This one's gonna.
Dave or something.
Dave.
No, not Dave. Believe it or not. It's Kim Benson.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh shit! Oh really?
Oh,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Might be a relation.
Maybe.
I have to look into that. Kim.
Kim. Yeah. You're gonna be informing me now because I didn't see any of it. So. Yeah, I'm just going over the highlights here, and it just doesn't seem like there's much of anything.
Sorry, why are you talking about? I assume you're using the WWE.com.
Yeah.
As poor as it is these days. when I was looking to do the graphic for the show,
Yeah.
I always look on the website to see A, what kind of theme they're using, and B, where I can steal. And I was trying to find the link for you, but there's a link, which is a video promoting Hell in a Cell, which got the wrong date on it.
Oh.
It's according to the video, it's happening on Monday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They fired the wrong eggheads.
They did. I'll find it in a minute. It was there somewhere.
Okay.
Seems to be a recurring thing. When it wasn't long ago, they did one that was it like
I think of Backlash, right? Or they
was
misspelled.
it Backlash? They misspelled the day. It was like Thursday instead of Thursday or something.
It was,
It
no, it
was
was
WrestleMania,
Arple.
wasn't it?
Arple.
Arple.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harple. That's
Anyway.
Yeah, that's the one.
Didn't they do as well? I think it might have actually been Hell in a Cell. I can't remember. It was one of the pay-per-views recently. They showed a promo video, and then when they cut back to the commentators, the date on the screen was not the date in the video.
Oh.
There was one where they showed the logo of like the prior year's version of that event. It had like 2019 written on it or something.
Jeez.
So,
it didn't happen.
yes. So Hell in a Cell is taking place on the 20th. Yeah, we're all agreed on that one.
Tomorrow, the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just shared a video on this godforsaken thing. There you go. I don't know if you can throw that up. You need to go to the end because it's
Okay.
the rest of it's just Hell in a Cell nonsense.
Gotcha. June
Even says it in the
21st.
title.
Yeah. June 21st.
What the hell? Here. Well, we got the. Yeah, there we go. We can get the Chrome. I have it muted so they don't automatically get claimed. Okay, that's.
Just at the bottom there.
Hell in a
Wait,
Cell.
it says it on the video as well.
Yeah. June 21st.
If you scroll down just from where you are, it says, yeah, like the title of the video is June 21st. It actually says it in the video. Someone actually thinks it's on the 21st.
What's going on in this company at the moment?
They fired the wrong
one cares
eggheads, I'm
anymore.
telling you. Yeah, they literally don't.
If they're about to sell, there's just, you know.
They don't care anymore.
No wonder USA Network's supposedly upset with WWE. Because apparently that was another thing. Was like they were upset that Fox got this Hell in a Cell match on SmackDown, and they didn't, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be, would they? 'Cause, given the big match on the other show.
Yeah.
And it's well, from what I've seen last night, they were really hyping the fact that it's never happened before on broadcast TV.
Well, first time for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's never happened before on broadcast TV, because there was one, the Forgotten Hell in a Cell before the Mick Foley one. There was a Kane had one, didn't he?
Can't remember.
I mean, this was back in '98, so I'm. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there was one on Raw. Yeah, two in fact. So there was June 15th, '98. Undertaker and Austin beat Mankind and Kane. So that was a couple of weeks before the famous, Taker. And
Hold on,
Mankind.
wasn't this? You say it was on Raw?
Yeah.
Would that have been Cable?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Then there was Mankind and Kane also on Raw later that year, in August that year.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember them even when they were talking about it on something recently, and they were saying that there had been one on Raw. But yeah, they were making a big deal of it never been on broadcast TV.
Then Hell in a Cell 22 was a 5-way dark match after a Raw.
God.
Why? I have no idea. Why would you do that?
5-way, it was in that.
Okay, so if I tell you it is September the 26th, 2011,
Oh, really? That recent?
yeah,
Okay.
who do you think would have been in that?
September
September
2011.
26th, Raw 2011.
I'm trying to think who was on top back then.
I mean, it's the obvious.
Cena.
Cena was the champion going in, and he won the thing.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Can't remember who was around back then.
2011 was the summer of...
Orton.
No,
Punk.
not Randy Orton.
No.
Punk, it was, yeah, CM Punk was in
Oh,
there.
of course, yeah.
That was his year.
Yeah.
And the other ones...
Daniel Bryan.
No, Daniel Bryan, you're kind of on the right level. There was Dolph Ziggler, Jack
Oh,
Swagger,
yeah.
and Alberto someone.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of him.
And I don't know either. Just, probably just running or something. I don't know. Should we do this predictions then? For
Yeah.
Hell
Sure.
in a Cell? We're kind of halfway there
I'm
already.
still flabbergasted that they have the wrong date for Hell in a Cell.
What's weird though, if you actually look at the page, where that video is.
Yeah.
Can you go to it?
Yeah, I'm still on it here.
Yeah, if you go down to the actual Hell in a Cell show page, actually, not the video page itself.
Okay, hold on.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Scroll right the way down. It's a good halfway down at least.
June 20. They all say 20th.
2020, 2016, 2020.
These are all videos from the old past
June
result.
20. Are you talking about on the images here?
No, keep going. Keep going.
The bump. 2009.
Keep going.
Okay.
9, 2020.
Right, it's after this block here.
It's after this
Oh,
block. Okay.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Okay, you come past it. So
Oh,
there's
that's
your
a video.
June 20, but if I click this and then
So they actually got
Oh.
post up.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so there's two of them.
Yeah.
There's actually a third one underneath. This is live this Sunday.
Oh my god.
So you got 89688. Yeah, so that URL you've got on that one, June 20 400896688. The other one is exactly the same, June 20. Well, exactly the
there
same,
it is.
but
Yeah.
June 21, and then it ends with 89 instead. So they've
Monday.
the wrong one. Realized,
Oh, sorry.
made a new page that's identical, but not got rid of the first one.
No.
It's a weird company.
Yeah.
What are they doing at the moment?
Yeah, why would you not get rid of the other one? I
Well,
don't
yeah.
understand.
Just delete it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna need some help with some predictions because
Okay.
I don't know why these matches are happening.
Alright.
I need some context. So
Because they need to fill 3 hours on Peacock.
yeah, in which case they might need more than 6 matches. But
Yeah, probably.
we'll see.
They did add some last night, have you got them?
Possibly. I've only got what's on Wiki. They've got 6.
Oh, right, okay.
So we'll see. If there's more afterwards, then let me know. First one I've got is Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. All I know about this one is that Shayna Baszler should not be doing a program with the magic, whatever all this voodoo stuff is.
No,
Doesn't
Yeah.
suit the MMA gimmick.
I don't think she's played up to that for a while, no, has she?
That's the problem.
Which is a shame.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, well, I think Alexa's winning this one, to be honest.
Good on Alexa, huh?
She shouldn't. The match shouldn't be happening in the first place, but
So is the storyline is just she's messing with her with the magic and stuff. That's
Yeah, I think so.
what's with it. Okay, I'll go with
Yeah,
Alexa too then.
She set fire to, well, she blew up Reginald, didn't she?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
then she was tormenting Shayna because Shayna stepped on Lily. Menacingly, too. And that closed
That's
out
right,
an
yeah.
episode of Raw.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
She stood on a doll. That's the end of Raw. Yeah, I don't see how Alexa can't win if they're going to continue the story.
Yeah.
Whatever the story actually is.
Okay. And Smoot?
I'm going with Alexa as well.
Alexa too, yeah. Good. I'm happier with my prediction there then. Next up, I'm fairly sure about 3 years ago, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens had the last match they would ever have.
Yeah.
They said the last time in a lifetime, we won't do this. And since then, they've had multiple matches, including one at WrestleMania. Now they're doing it again.
Yep.
I don't know why. Is there anything that I'm missing here?
I kind of still stems from the Mania match. It's still going on about this conspiracy. And Kevin Owens is trying to stop him from thinking there's a conspiracy. That's what I've got. I mean, I've missed a few weeks SmackDown, so I don't know anything else has happened. I don't think there is.
I'm going to pick Sami Zayn, and if he loses this, I'm never picking him again.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Although I
guess
think I've said that before, and yet here I am. Oh, ooh.
if there's really no conspiracy, then why would he lose?
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm going with Zayn too.
I'm going to be a bit different, then I'll go with KO.
He won at WrestleMania, so
He did.
Sami is owed a win, I think.
Yeah,
And
you're probably right, actually. But I'll stick with KO.
I'm thinking the same thing here, unless you guys can sway me. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, another WrestleMania rematch. Cesaro won at Mania. What's happened to him since then?
He got beaten up.
Got beaten up.
Yeah, he had a couple of weeks off. I don't know whether he was injured or what, but he had a couple of weeks missing.
Yeah, he showed up a couple weeks ago on Ding Dong Hello and beat Seth Rollins with a door.
Yeah, he did.
And last night he tipped over Seth Rollins' director chair. So...
Well, this one sounds heated.
Yeah. Oh, if I can pull it up here. Hold on one sec.
I'm going to go Cesaro.
I think Cesaro's going to do the double.
I think so. I was gonna go Rollins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rollins too, I think. Even things up.
Here's a quick look on the. There you go. That's basically what happened. Seth Rollins was sitting there. Cesaro showed up and he just tipped him over.
Oh, wow.
There you go. That's how a match is made. That's how a match is made.
That's it.
Wow.
So, I want Cesaro to win,
Yeah.
but I think I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm also going with Rollins. 50-50 booking for the win.
Yeah.
Then, where should we go? The Raw Women's title. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair. That is just the singles. No cell involved there.
For the championship.
Mhm.
I'll go Charlotte.
Oh, I think it's time already.
It shouldn't be, but it's Charlotte.
True.
She looks so different without makeup.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of Andrade put on Instagram of the two of them. And yeah, just like a different person.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was like something JR might say, wouldn't it?
We've mentioned it before. She's had a lot of work done. He has a new face.
Yeah, well, even just with them, yeah. I suppose she. I'll stop before I say something attention.
Don't worry about it. No one's saying it. I want to hear it.
Rhea Ripley.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the smart bet.
I'm going with Rhea too. Still think it's too soon. Which often means it's not.
Yeah.
Let's try it anyway.
I don't think we're going to see. Well, I'll get to the main point of the main event.
The other women's match, SmackDown, is Bianca Belair and Bayley, but that's in the Hell in a Cell. The cell, the box-like structure.
Yeah, this is the replacement for Reigns and Mysterio.
Yeah.
And Belair's, I think she's still gonna be champ here.
Yeah, I go.
Bianca Belair. Yeah, me too. Same as Rhea. Too soon. If you want to make some new stars, you've got to make some new stars. Don't do that by beating them with old stars all the time. And that leaves only the main event, which it seems too short to me. There you go. Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre again. They're in the cell, and this is McIntyre's last chance. If he loses, he never gets another shot as long as Lashley is champion.
That's right.
Lashley's winning.
Lashley's
I'm gonna go with Big Bob
Yeah.
Lash.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think we're going to get any title changes now until we get back in front of a crowd. Which isn't that far away. You're about a month
true.
away.
That's
But,
true.
yeah.
So we're all going for Lashley except for Beans because we don't know.
yeah.
And you said
It has to be.
Cesaro for the other match, right, Will?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, just double check.
Tony.
Just double check it. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a straightforward show.
I think the swerve on this one could be that Lashley wins, so McIntyre can't get another shot. But then McIntyre reveals he has some proof from somewhere. I don't know where. We'll work that out later. That Bobby Lashley is in fact Brock Lesnar, and so he's entitled to another match.
God. So you
I'm
really think?
convinced the more I think about it. They're both MMA guys.
What's
Yeah.
giving it away? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, both MMA guys. They are both bad promos, so they have managers do their talking for them. Yeah, it's true. They're both, you know, they're strong. They can lift a lot of weights. Yeah.
Is it the initials?
Well, the initials. I mean, that's a given. The initials. Both were or are married to former divas. No,
Who's Lashley married to?
he was married to Crystal Marshall,
Oh, really?
who was
Yeah.
married to Teddy Long that time when he had the heart attack.
Yeah.
Are they still married or no?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lashley's got about 5 girlfriends. Like, see them on Raw. Every
Oh
night.
yeah, that's true. He's living the high life.
Yeah. It's the modern day Godfather.
Yeah.
He was married to Lana for a while.
Oh.
Well, gosh, yeah. Did they ever get divorced?
He said he wanted a divorce, and then that was it, as far as I know.
Yeah, you just say you want a divorce, and there you go.
Yeah.
Miro, better be careful.
Think Lana's going to show up in AEW with Miro? Who's killing it, by the way.
She has to, right?
Yeah.
You've got to, surely. Yeah.
Because then you
mentioned
do...
her in a promo that time.
Yeah. Because, like, the one thing that's kind of cool is, like, it was... The women's match was Julia Hart versus Penelope Ford. Zero bill, just thrown together, yada, yada, yada. Penelope Ford gets the win. And then... she held on, like, some weird submission that was, like, after the bell, after she won, because Julia tapped out. She held it on for, like, a long amount of time, and then Miro came out and was going to fight for her honor to fight off the Varsity Blondes, and then this whole schmoz erupted. And it seemed... I mean, JR said it was, like, pretty psychotic that he's defending the woman who's married to the guy that Miro put on the shelf. So, I thought it was kind of cool. Oh, there's the thunder, by the way. Oh yeah, they kept yeah, that was thunder. They kept typing up Rampage, AEW Rampage with like a thunder motif. I was like, oh, so we're just going full WCW
Just doing
here.
thunder.
Yeah.
Is Quentin Jackson going to have anything to do with Rampage? Because that's all I can think of whenever they mention it.
Wasn't there a wrestler on the UK scene called Rampage?
Yeah.
He's still around.
And Page's finisher was the Rampage.
That's right.
Was. He's still around. I remember seeing that Rampage. He's still going. Rampage Brown, that was it.
Rampage Brown, yeah, I just looked him up here.
Oh, he's in NXT UK? I didn't know.
He's in NXT UK.
Oh. I really should watch that more. Apparently there's some cracker matches on there.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe one of these days.
It just gets lost in the mix of the wrestling bubble.
Just doesn't seem important enough.
Yeah.
It's like Smoot always used to say about TNA back in the day. Oh no, it was NXT used to say that you just, what's the point?
Well, I mean, that's especially now.
Even more now, which is unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, it was supposedly like a great. Oh, you gotta watch it. You can't miss it. I was like, okay. And now it's like,
it was really good.
Now that Vince McMahon has a hold of it, it's like, oh, don't bother.
I'm sure it's still better than the main shows.
Yeah. Probably, actually.
That feel like anything, not that anything can happen, but you're watching fresh talent doing things that, like, it's kind of exciting for the future. You know, these are the guys that are going to be big stars in a few years. It's the same guys that we were watching here 5 years ago. It's just Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole again. And we know we've got, like, all these more years of examples of guys that get called up and just, you know, they're nothing. It's just Damian Priest. Ow. Don't really want to see that happen.
He's disappeared from Raw. He hasn't been seen in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Don't like his entrance. This imaginary
like
crossbow.
Why? He's the Archer of Infamy.
I'm sure they could give him an actual crossbow. If they're gonna do it, might as well do it well.
Well, have actually just shoot the Tron with a bow.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a massive thing, would it? You know.
Just do
some damage from that.
Yeah.
No, it was a plastic one with like a rubber end on it. Just bounce off, wouldn't it?
What, with like one of those suckers? It just stick it on there.
Like a
so you want him to shoot like a Nerf bow and arrow gimmick?
Yeah. Better than making one up like he's doing now.
I don't know that it is.
Oh, what about he gets a China used to have the rocket launcher. Oh,
that's true. T-shirt cannon.
Yeah. You do something like that.
Yeah, a t-shirt cannon wouldn't be too bad, especially now that you're having fans back.
See, you need to put more thought into these things.
That's true. They need to put more thought into things for sure. I do agree with that.
Instead of an imaginary weapon, what real weapon could we give this guy?
Right? Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
I mean, you know, maybe this time next year, WrestleMania, you know, he's gonna have some kind of real crossbow, and it'll light up everything because he fires it and sets all the stage on fire or something.
Only if he gets a real push and he's wrestling Roman Reigns or something, then he'll get a good entrance with explosions.
Yeah,
that's true. Do you want a bit of news?
Oh, you got some news.
Oh yeah.
Not like breaking news or anything, just like general news.
I mean, we have about 9 minutes to kill before we hit the hour
Vaccine
mark.
rollout.
Oh my god.
About the G7 summit this week.
Oh, I actually meant wrestling news.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. So apparently Fox and USA have been pitching ideas for themed shows to WWE management.
To counteract the AEW's programming?
This went so well last time.
Probably, yeah. So apparently this is where the throwback episode from a few weeks ago.
With like zero throwbacks.
With zero throwbacks, yeah.
Yeah.
It's SmackDown from the 80s when it didn't exist.
Yeah.
So yeah, according to this, some of the ideas that have been considered are mainly related to the NFL because of Fox's link to the NFL.
Okay.
Which would see football-themed matches and angles, whatever that means, and NFL personnel appearing on shows.
Great.
Another idea, because that's not enough, that there is a Wrestling World Cup. Wouldn't we have had that idea before?
Yeah, TNA did that.
Exactly. Wrestling World Cup featuring talents from across all of WWE's brands.
That Survivor Series.
There's like 2 of them that matter.
Yeah.
And even their question.
Even that's pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently NBC has... No, this is just... Yeah, this is... NBC has pitched an idea of a points month where wrestlers earn points by winning matches, performing signature moves and other things.
That's basically TNA again.
Yeah, that's like the Bound for Glory series and like a fantasy league.
Yeah.
Basically,
they did back in the day. They did it in like 07 or something.
Oh my god.
You used to get it was 10 points or something for a weapon shot. and Sandman once was like the top scorer basically of the whole thing for just going crazy with a kendo stick one day. He got 700 points or something crazy. That was the thing they did.
I like the idea of this. Traditional ideas such as Cyber Sunday or King of the Ring type shows have also been pitched. NBC has also pitched some other sport tie-ins, including a NASCAR tie-in, which would include a major race that integrates cars and the star drivers.
Oh. So like WWE Crush Hour.
I was thinking when Kofi Kingston just put paint over Randy Orton's car.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason.
He didn't like it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So it sounds like we've got 2 TV networks who are trying to have ideas and have just taken ideas from other things that are also on TV.
Yeah.
Like, what else is popular on? Well, football. Let's just do NFL.
Yeah.
World Cup gets good. Right? Let's just do that.
I mean, the football idea would work for Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's at least with AEW. I mean, nobody knows what the hell a Road Rager is. It's just they couldn't get the name for Bash at the Beach, so Road Rager it is. At least their
AEW have done quite well with the rankings and what I've seen. Seem to
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they could explain how they get ranked.
Yeah.
I
Actually
don't
goes
know. Oh, fair enough.
But yeah,
Okay.
at least wins and losses sort of matter over there.
That brings me on to another story I've just been reading.
Yeah.
Which I've now lost. Give me a second.
Oh boy.
Apparently, I can't find the actual story, but the long and short of it was that Vince is now. He basically had enough of meaningless matches.
So, it's just like the rest of us.
Yeah, so
So even he's not watching Raw anymore.
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't watched it for the past 4.5 years, by the sounds of it as well. Where's the story? I can't find it. Basically on Raw, I don't know if you saw Raw this week, we didn't get into it fully, but Cedric Alexander and Jeff Hardy had a match. A meaningless match. But then there was a point. It had a meaning. Afterwards, Jeff Hardy had a bit of a rant about kids coming on the show and trying to take his spot and stuff. And
Oh, he's old now then.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's losing on main event.
well, he had a career match. He had a career match on the show. That if he lost the match, he'd quit. He won, obviously. But yeah, basically the story was. I can't find this. Where's it gone? Basically Vince wants a point to matches now.
Not a points-based system.
Not a point-based system.
But just a point to matches. I mean, good. That's a good thing to have.
That's a good start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to do.
Let's make our programming mean something.
Yeah.
That does help. Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to last before it's treated like the wild card rule where he's just going to forget about it?
Yes, the story I've actually just been reading, but still can't find. Did pretty much say that. Is this going to be a new thing that he's just going to forget about in a couple of weeks? Like, remember the thing he did about he didn't want any wrestling during adverts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And everything just stopped while the advert was on.
Yeah.
There was, Raw Underground, obviously, when Mick Foley wanted to make Monday Night's Raw again or something.
Corey Graves' electric chair segment.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That wasn't that Sami Zayn's fault though for mentioning AEW.
I mean, if you want.
Oh yeah, you did mention AEW.
You could ask me about AEW. I want to change my pick, man. I want to pick Kevin Owens, but I don't think he's gonna win.
He's such a nerd after all this time.
Yeah.
There was also, remember when the McMahons came out and said that we were in charge now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You are the authority.
We're the authority. Yeah. Didn't last.
What a joke.
But they have. Oh no, actually, they've even gone back on that recently. They did away with the rematches, the automatic rematches for title losses.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
There's a lot of so these women's matches are rematches, but they're not rematches from winning the title. So okay, maybe not. Cesaro and Seth Rollins, that's just a rematch, but it's not a title. So they've stuck with that one.
Alright.
Credit to them for that.
Yeah, actually, I think they have kind of stuck with that because he's not really mentioned this. Like, I am due my rematch and all that.
No.
I'd like a rematch to that Nigerian drum match or drum fight.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait until that gets its own pay-per-view.
God, yeah.
Hell in a Cell's not drawing anymore. Let's do a whole Nigerian drum fight pay-per-view.
Yeah, 2.0. Yeah, that's something AEW needs is like an actual point to some of the matches that they have because it just feels like every week the women's match is just like an obligation. Like, oh, we gotta have at least one women's match on the show. Let's have these two women pit together and duke it out. So
yeah, it's most noticeable in the women's division.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of like squashes because they do at least have the wins and losses records and the rankings and stuff. So even when there is a throwaway match, it kind of feels like they're doing it just for that to pad out the records.
Yeah.
There's a lot of filler. Like Nick Komoroto is never going to win a match, so you know he's never going to.
Which is weird.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, which is weird because a guy of his size and stature should be dominating. Because he kind of looks like their version of like Braun Strowman in a way.
No, Braun Strowman could be their version of Braun Strowman.
That's true. Make the right offer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of their decision making and whatnot is kind of questionable at best.
Some of their signings, like, you don't want to get everyone that WWE drops. They got Christian and Mark Henry. I'm questioning. I'm not sure they were the right moves. Andrade, yeah.
Paul White.
I see that one. Paul White as a commentator, yeah, all right. It's fine.
Okay.
Although, if they didn't, that would be fine too. I don't think he adds so much that they need him.
Well, Mark Henry's supposed to be a commentator too for Rampage, I believe. I don't think he's doing any in-ring work, even though he did say
he did hint that it might be. It's just it's too many. I think having Christian, Big Show, and Mark Henry, they're all close to the end of their careers. They're not going to be adding that much, and it makes them feel like that kind of main event mafia in TNA. When it's just too many. You can have one or two. You can have Sting. That's fine. Maybe you can have a Kurt Angle because he still had a lot left in the tank, even though he was supposedly done. But Kevin Nash and Booker and like all of I didn't really need them.
Yeah. What about John Cena? What if they get him?
I don't see that. I don't see him showing up there.
He did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. It was a short one.
Who?
Chris Van Vliet. Here, I'll show you.
Who?
John Cena. Assuming you can still see my monitor.
I can, but for some reason it's just showing our YouTube.
Hold on, one sec here. I know why. Hold on. There you go. How about now?
There you go. That's the one.
Because he's interviewed him a couple times, but this is the most recent one where he's from the set of F9. And a lot of people have made that joke where they just see the car in the background and nobody else. Hardy har har.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, he did say something that he's excited to put the jorts back on. But he didn't quite say if it was going to be for SummerSlam, but everybody assumed it was.
It's going to be for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be. I want him to be on Dynamite to promote Wipeout with Nicole Byer. That's just my 2 cents. You never know. That would be the surprise.
It would be surprising.
Yeah.
Speaking of SummerSlam, there was some talk there is talk why they're doing it on a Saturday. I think it's the same night as a Manny Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, the Manny Pacquiao fight. I thought that's why.
Apparently WWE have actually said the SummerSlam will finish before the fight starts.
Okay, pal.
So if anyone feasibly wants to go to both events, they could.
Okay, pal.
They're both in Las Vegas, right?
So let's go here. Different sources. Yeah, it is. Different sources said WWE has promised key people in Vegas that the show would finish. So the show would end early in order to give people time to get to the Manny Pacquiao fight. We were also told this directly from WWE. One source listed 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. local time as the promised end time for the show. And another said 11:30. But the idea was Pacquiao Spence would start at around midnight. Even though the two buildings are 1.4 miles apart and traffic on the Saturday is going to be pretty hectic.
Yeah, that's just have it.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. Just have it under the same building, or just like co-promote it somehow.
That would be quite cool if they did something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Pacquiao wants anything to do with it.
No,
I don't think he does either. Yeah.
I don't think boxing in general wouldn't want anything to do with WWE.
Oh God, no.
It would be good if they did have some kind of, co-branded event, but no. And apparently the tickets went on sale yesterday, and they've sold 36,000 of the 41,000 available. It's pretty good. So it looks like they're going to be, knowing them, they'll probably get close to that and still call it a sellout.
Huh.
And Becky Lynch was backstage at SmackDown last night.
Yeah, a lot of people said she was. There was like some video on Instagram somewhere, training and whatnot.
Yeah, apparently she's been seen at the Performance Center during the week as well.
Okay.
So she's got to be on her way back sooner or later.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine so. And Cody and Brandy had their baby.
Oh yeah.
So
they
did
named it Liberty.
Renee.
Yeah, so did Renee as
Liberty.
well. Yeah. Everybody's having kids.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, God, I'm... Yeah, no worries there. That's not happening.
What's the viewership for SmackDown? Did anybody watch it? Let's have a look. 1.9 million, up from the 1.8 last week. That Hell in a Cell worked a treat. Wow.
It kept you invested.
Uh-huh.
Fell asleep halfway through.
Anything else before we get out of here? Sorry.
I'm surprised it didn't call it Hell in a SmackDown or something. No.
Hell in a SmackDown.
Hell
Yeah.
in a SmackDown. That's
You know
a
what
good
the like?
Because of
Stupid
WrestleMania
name.
SmackDown? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The greatest SmackDown, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania Backlash.
God.
Hey, there's a point, wonder, because we were saying before about the title changes. The next one, is the next pay-per-view Money in the Bank?
I think so.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on the Sunday. And the first show with fans is going to be the SmackDown that Friday. Did they do the same thing again and have a Money in the Bank match on SmackDown? I could see them doing that.
Yeah, they may.
If they're willing to put a Hell in a Cell on SmackDown, they'll do a Money in the Bank.
Yeah. That's for sure. Anything else before we get out of here?
No.
Now,
Well, hopefully, Hell in a Cell will be a good show tomorrow with 6 matches. Surely they're going to add something else. I would assume.
Well, there was talk this time after the last pay-per-view they were going to have shorter pay-per-views. So,
Why?
well,
Well,
you know.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's an okay thing. I
True.
mean, especially for like WrestleMania or something, so it's not like 8 hours long in one night. But yeah, I don't know. Shorter pay-per-views.
how short are we talking?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I'd say 3 hours should be about normal.
short enough so that people can get from one place from SummerSlam to the Pacquiao fight and beating the traffic. That's how short. Anyway, I gotta hunker down.
3 hours maybe.
Yeah. Then it just feels like
just
a
before we
raw.
go, sorry. Yeah, true. It does actually. Who did we give your team last week, Smith, in the Euros? I can't remember.
Fuck. I think it was Norway. I can't remember.
I've actually got it written down.
Thank you.
I put it on.
Oh, okay.
Was it Norway? Because I'm
God, I've got it somewhere around it. There you go. It is Scotland.
Scotland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
you're still in it. You might have a chance.
Yeah. All right.
You're not out yet.
It's not a great chance, but you've got a chance.
I don't know if England win and they win. We're both through.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. This first stage is pretty
Oh,
difficult
yeah.
to get knocked out on it.
Sorry, yeah, you're not going to win. No chance. But yeah, you're right. It's. I think Harry Redknapp said that on the radio the other day. That it's harder to not get through.
Yeah, that's true. We're starting off with 24 teams in the group stage, and only 8 of them are getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So it's you have to be pretty damn bad to knocked out at this point. But I know I've got Portugal, and who knows after today.
I don't know. I think that they played well in the first game though, so.
Yeah.
I think that Germany played crap in the first. Everyone's having off games, which is kind of good actually. It's making it more interesting.
Yeah.
No one's running away with it.
Alrighty, well, we'll be back next week with Hell in a Cell results, and hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. I'm gonna go hunker down because the storm's coming, as you could probably hear in the background. But we'll be back next week. Take care, have a great one, and hopefully Beans will rejoin us. Good night, everybody.